First up on Method Book Monday, Rudimental Logic by Bill Bachman.
So not only does he have rudimental logic, but he also has quad logic and bass logic. Right there, a little product placement in his own book. Quad logic and bass logic are kind of like subgenres. Rudimental logic hits everything that quad players also need to know, but quad logic might not hit everything that, snare drummers need to know. Today I'm going to go through rudimental logic, the best of all worlds. So the reason this book is so amazing is because he breaks down all 40 of our PAS essential rudiments, sometimes 4 different exercises to work on those rudiments, explaining how to hold the stick, how to hit the drum, how to be musical, breaks down practice techniques, constantly reminding the student to use a metronome. For all you teachers out there having percussion class, your lesson plans are right in this book. Your sub plans, your worksheets, your roadmap to plan that class, just buy this book. You're good to go. You don't need to worry about anything. It's all done for you right here. If you follow this book page by page, your students will not miss a step. So at the beginning of the book, he breaks down with pictures how to hold the stick. There is a whole chapter right at the beginning called Proper Practice. I mean, for you marching band educators out there, constantly trying to explain to your students what they need to be doing outside of rehearsal, he has these 5 rules, and it definitely should be your ensemble's creed. Read and apply every little bit of text in this book. Don't just play the notes or you'll miss the point. That's a life lesson. Play each exercise for at least 5 minutes straight with your metronome, striving for consistent perfection. Boom. Play the single stick height rudiments and exercises using full strokes, starting and stopping in the up position. Play all single hand isolation exercises with the hands together as double stops. Yes! Tell your students to do that. It creates consistency from hand to hand. Nobody wants to listen to a drummer whose right hand sounds like a caveman and left hand sounds like a fairy. They have to have 2 full-bodied sounds, and that's how you achieve that. Play everything with the left hand leading. So important for young students to hear all 5 of those things right when they're starting this activity. Ask your students if they can play 16th notes at 100 off the left hand. Another really awesome thing about this book is he actually uses musical terms. So many drummers get caught up 3, 6, 9, 12. We forget that we're actually playing a musical instrument and we want to be talking in musical terms. Okay? Crescendo, decrescendo, not just get louder, get softer. Dynamics are relative. In a drumming book, he goes into that. It's amazing, okay? All 40 rudiments he breaks down with multiple exercises to help the student. He does it a cool way. All the single stroke rudiments are in one category. Then he moves on to roll rudiments with multiple bounce, so like 5-stroke roll. He gives you an exercise for every stroke roll. 5, 7, 9, 13, etc., etc. Every one of them has its own breakdown exercise. It's so in-depth. Then he goes into diddle exercises with paradiddles and paradiddle diddles. Then he has a flam exercise category where he goes into flam accents, flam taps, all that stuff. Then he gets really in-depth in all the inversions and all the hybrid rudiments. There's cheese 5 breakdowns, there's an egg beater breakdown, there's foobar breakdowns, there's a breakdown for all the crazy, he maps out book reports in here. And just training the kids to isolate each hand and really focus as a concept, understanding what one hand is doing while playing both hands together. It's super important and super crucial for students to understand this. He writes out all these different hybrid rudiments. Then you just start cranking them out.
I hope that helped you guys. Definitely check out Rudimental Logic. It's the perfect book for rudimental drumming. Written by Bill Bachman. You can pick it up at Steve Weiss or any music store, really. Our local music store down here in South Florida has it. Find it everywhere. If you've ever been wondering what rudimental book to work through, Rudimental Logic, Bill Bachman. All right? Come back next Monday for my next Method Book Monday. Later.